The colors in the coat had something to represent in Joseph's life. What's the colors on your coat telling us this morning? They say this guy is a man of many stripes. When you say that, you say you don't know who he is. Today he's wearing this hat and tomorrow he's wearing the other hat, and the one day he's in this mood and the other day he's in the other mood. You understand? So here was Joseph. So these colors had different representations. But his brothers decided that when they saw him, when he was going to come and visit him, you see, when Joseph came to visit his brothers, he came out of concern. His father said, go and see how your brothers are doing. See whether it goes well with them. And so, when he came to his brothers, they plotted to kill him. Remember, when he came to his brothers, he didn't find them. And somebody told him, no, your brothers have gone further on. Joseph went the extra mile to go and look for his brother. So a lot of us here this morning, we are ready to go the extra mile just to go and look for somebody and search somebody and concerned about that person's well-being. Joseph did the same. And there are a lot of us here this morning, a lot of us online. We've gone the extra mile, we've done the greatest service. But when we approach our own brothers, they have another plot that's working against us. They decided they're going to kill him. But then one of the brothers said, listen, don't kill the man. Let's not shed blood. And so they threw him in a pit. Okay? Imagine it, your own brothers. They threw you in a pit. And what they do? The pit is dry. It's an empty well. And whilst they threw him in a pit, they were sitting down to eat bread. Have you had a situation like that? When those that are closest to you, you turn around, you look at them, you want to help them, but they are ready to throw you in the pit. And when you are crying for help and calling for some kind of support, they are not interested in you. They cast him in an empty pit, in a dried up well. He was crying out for help, and there was no response. The Bible says in Psalms chapter 18, verse number 6, in my distress, I cried unto the Lord, and he heard my voice. You need to understand that when you are in distress, when you are in troubled times, and everybody around you might forsake you, God is still on the throne. No matter what, he says, I will never leave you, nor forsake you. The Bible says they decided they're going to sell him to the slave traders. All right? And when they cast him in the pit, the slave traders were coming. Now listen to the story. The slave traders were a group of Ishmaelites. Now the Ishmaelites were descendants of Abraham. We know the story of Abraham, Ishmael, and Isaac. So the Ishmaelites were the descendants of Abraham. And here, Joseph is a descendant of Abraham, out of the line of Isaac. So, his own cousins. Coming closer to home now, eh? His own cousins were ready to sell him out. How about you this morning? And some of you that are listening to us during this online church, maybe you feel that you're being sold out by those that are closest to you. I want you to know that while this thing is happening, God has got a plan for you. Now listen, in chapter 39, verse number 1, it says, and Joseph was taken down. I want to emphasize on the word taken down. Joseph was taken down by the Ishmaelites. Do you have a situation sometimes when there are certain things that are happening? Maybe you feel that you are being taken down. Joseph was taken down. In Egypt, he was sold again as a slave to Potiphar. Now, Joseph probably didn't understand this because nowhere in his dreams, you remember the Bible tells us that he had dreams? Nowhere in his dreams did the Lord show him that he was going to be thrown in a pit. Nowhere in his dreams did the Lord show him that he was going to be sold as a slave. Nowhere in his dreams did the Lord show him he was going to be put into prison for a crime he did not commit. I want to encourage you this morning, friend, that God is still on the throne. And no matter what your situation is, no matter what your setback is, God is busy planning for your comeback. God is busy planning for your success. But Joseph stayed true to the Lord. And the Bible says, in Egypt he was sold again as a slave to Potiphar, but the Lord was with him. And what happens when the Lord is in control of your life, my friend? Things begin to change. All he did was prosperous. He found favor in the eyes of Potiphar. He was made an overseer. And the Lord blessed the Egyptian for Joseph's sake. Do you see something here? Some of you might think, hey, you know what, I'm working in this place and I don't see any benefit. But the Lord has got you there for a specific reason. He's got you there for when you are absent at work and the people miss you, it's not because they missed you because you were absent. Your presence and what you represent is what they miss. You see the God in you, they see him. And when you're not there tomorrow morning, they are missing the presence of the Holy God, the Most High God. So I want you to remember that position you have might not be the highest position, but God gives you favor. It might not be the best paid position, but God gives you favor. I remember some years back when the company got an increase, the whole company got an increase, and the guys were saying, hey, but this is a good increase. I had the privilege of telling them, listen, you know what? Because I am faithful to my giving to the Lord, he had to bless me. And in blessing me, you guys are getting the spillover. You understand what I'm saying? God blessed the Egyptian because of Joseph.